I wonder how many times we've been stargazing at the lookout together. Maybe I've been there with Asuho more often than the girl from the lookout.
望遠鏡の準備終わったね。
Maybe I can do this blindfolded.
私はできるけど、ようちゃんはどうかな。
Maybe I can't now, but I'll be able to do someday.
それは楽しみ。
I'll set things up faster than you.
それはどうか
I'm going to catch up to you.
な。待ってるよ。
Asuho. Asuho approaches me shyly when I call her.
ようちゃん。
We have to wait 30 minutes after setting the telescope up. During that time, we often cuddled close together like this. Our lips connect. A light kiss turns into a deep one. We rub our cheeks together, brush the other's hair, and tightly fall into embrace. We continue cuddling like this. If Mare were hiding somewhere, what would she be thinking? Will she tease us a pair of lovebirds? Will she call us Baka Baka? It doesn't matter either way. We reluctantly let go of each other after the 30 minutes is up. I sympathize with Orihime and Hikoboshi. We begin stargazing just like how Orihime continues to weave and how Hikoboshi raises cattle. Asuho is looking into the telescope. I feed the autumn constellations into my memory, carving the love stories into my mind. But there's something I want to try out. I try calling out Asuho's name while standing on her left. Softly at first, then gradually getting louder. She notices after the third time. Oh, could it be that she is deaf on her right ear?
何ようちゃん。
I mean, that could explain why she's always on his right side. I was wondering how the night sky looks tonight.
月はそんなに明るくないし、シーイングも良くて見えやすいよ。南。
That's the first magnitude star of autumn, isn't it?
秋の星空ではたった一つの一等星。
That's why autumn's constellations feel lonely compared to the other seasons.
ようちゃんも望遠鏡使う？
Nah, I'm using the binoculars to get a feel for the photo compositions.
そっか。使いたくなったらいつでも呼んでね。
Asuho goes back to stargazing. I stand on Asuho's right this time. She is on my left from my perspective. Asuho has always been making an effort to be on my right, meaning Asuho has been avoiding my left side on purpose. Why am I doing this? Perhaps saying that I love her and want to know more about her is merely an excuse. Asuho! I call her name softly. Asuho doesn't respond. I call her again, this time louder. No response. On a volume scale of 5, the next one will be level 3. The same volume as when Asuho is on my right side. Asuho! No response. Is it because she is immersed in stargazing? But she noticed last time. Then why hasn't she noticed now? I should stop going any further. I'll be acting on my feelings rather than reasoning if I overstep my boundaries. I suppress myself using my sense of logic. Even if my suspicions are true, it's not going to change how I feel about her. My feelings won't change regardless of the result. So if I have to give a reason, I simply want to find out why she's keeping it a secret. She said it's only a coincidence that she's on my right. That's why I think Asuho might be concerned about it. In fact, if I am not mistaken, she's probably extremely mindful about it. Despite there being no need to be concerned, there's nothing getting in between us. And because I wanted her to understand that, Asuho! Asuho! Whatever the consequences awaiting me may be, the fact that I love Asuho won't change. Asuho! You can even consider this a shout. It exceeds my scale of 1 to 5.
ようちゃん？
Asuho slowly turns around. She doesn't appear to be surprised from my sudden loud voice.
今呼んだ？
She replies with a casual conversational response to my trembling voice. Asuho, you're...
何？
I plan to use a light tone so that this doesn't become serious. Your right ear is kind of bad. However, Asuho's complexion changes considerably. Her expression stiffens underneath the dim light. When you move your face close to others while talking, and just like the throbbing of an old wound, your ear starts ringing when it's about to rain. And how you're always on my right side. This is neither a fissure nor an obstacle to our relationship, yet despite telling myself that something like that won't develop between us, for some reason I'm feeling guilty, as if I've done something that cannot be undone. Asuho, your right ear sure is bad. When I close my mouth, Asuho turns her face down.
そんなことないや。
Asuho, you don't have to hide it.
そんなことないから。
Why were you keeping it a secret from me? I personally don't really...
嫌いになった。
Why would he? A low and lifeless voice.
嫌いになったよね。
What? I want to shake my head. There's no way I'd come to hate you.
ようちゃんは優しいから。
It has nothing to do with being kind. I love you, Asuho.
あ、そっか。
Despite no tears falling down her face.
私、ようちゃんに隠し事しちゃったから。
I can't help but feel that she's about to cry any minute now.
最初から嫌われるしかなかったのかな。
I'm telling you, there's no way that I could ever hate you.
ようちゃん、優しすぎるから。
I told you that's completely unrelated, didn't I?
ごめんね。
What is this? This is no longer about whether or not her ears are bad. My words themselves are no longer reaching Asuho.
そうだよ。私、生まれた時から右耳がよく聞こえないんだ。
Yeah, but why would anyone hate you for that? It doesn't make you a bad person.
先天性の聴覚障害なんだって。何も聞こえないわけじゃないし、左耳は普通だしで日常生活に支障は出ないから、今まで誰にも話してなかったけど、ごめんね。隠し事よくないもんね。
Everyone has secrets.
ようちゃん言ってたもんね。
I want to yell at her. We are talking about two different things here. There's nothing wrong with you not talking about your ear.
ようちゃんのこと騙してて。
Asuho, I can't reach her. She's too far.
嘘ついてごめん。
Asuho's heart is somewhere else.
こんなんじゃ彼女失格だよね。
Asuho was so close, yet one simple question is driving us apart. How? Why? Why is this happening? Asuho starts packing up the telescope. I tried talking to her a countless number of times. I tried explaining to her that I would love her no matter what happens. Asuho always gave the same answer. Yuo-chan, you don't have to be sorry. It's all my fault. What the fuck is happening here? Why? Why do my words no longer reach Asuho? What is the fissure in our relationship? Just what on earth is getting in our way? The writers...
送ってくれなくてもよかったのに。
I can't have that. We are a couple. Say, Asuho, I know you might be tired of hearing this by now.
いいんだよ。変に気を使わなくても。
Even if she's tired of hearing this, I have no choice but to repeat it. It has nothing to do with being kind or being thoughtful of others. I love you, Asuho. Asuho. I get closer to her for a kiss.
いや、
She rejects me. She averts her face and pushes me away.
十分だから、これ以上はもう。
Asuho turns her back to me.
彼女にしてくれてありがとね。
She goes inside, leaving those as her last words. Damn it. I don't need any thanks. I don't need any of those words. I don't need any gratitude. I had this coming. I brought this upon myself. Isn't this what being in a relationship is all about? Isn't it, Asuho? I've been going to school with Asuho lately. She drops by my house in the morning every day. Our morning greetings exchanged in the classroom are now done here. We have Saturday school today as usual, despite today being the autumnal equinox holiday. That's why I thought she'd come pick me up as usual. But Asuho doesn't come. I call her mobile, but she doesn't answer. I left the house at the last minute. Asuho was absent from Saturday school. She would end up sleeping even if she did turn up, so studying alone wasn't any different. Still, my heart feels hollow due to the seat on my right being empty. After school finishes, I drop by the Milky Way immediately. I can't reach her by phone, so I don't know if she's at home or not. I wanted to see her as soon as possible. I want to apologize to her if she's angry or comfort her if she's sad. I wanted to see Asuho smile as soon as possible.
Asuho なら自分の部屋にいると思うよ。
While I was feeling bad about it, I flagged her dad down whilst he was busy with the lunchtime peak hour.
確認はしていないけど、外出した様子もないからね。
Thank you.
いやいや、
You seem worn out.
この数日、麻生がまともに口を聞いてくれなくてね。困ったものだよ。
He laughs aloud. I knock on Asuho's bedroom door after being led upstairs. I tried calling out to her, but I didn't get any response. After waiting a while, I start knocking and calling again. I don't hear a single sound. Is she out, or is she rejecting me? I wanted to open the door, but Asuho would only drift further and further away from me. I decide to return to the shop floor in the meantime. I take a seat at the table and order lunch. I waited until the lunchtime rush was over to speak with her dad. I can only relate my rejection from Asuho as having something to do with her right ear.
麻生はどうしたんだい？
He brings over a drink as I'm eating.
デートに誘いに来たんだろ。
That's not quite it.
さては、シワ喧嘩でもしたのかな？
He sits down on the opposite side. I don't think it's exactly a fight, but she won't come out from her room when I call her.
早く仲直りするんだよ。
Boss, I think that applies to you too.
男二人でなんだか妙な会話だな。
He's smiling, but I can't get into that mood.
話は変わるけど、小笠君。
Yes?
天体望遠鏡を買いたいこと、シノには話したかい？
I'm stuck for an answer.
まだのようだね。
No.
僕が言える立場じゃないが、早く話してみなさい。シノを頼ってみなさい。きっと喜ぶから。
Will she?
ああ。親というのはそういうものだろ。シノは君を本当の息子だと思ってくれているんじゃないかな。
I've heard something similar from Onshino herself. I'll talk to her about it in the future.
それがいい。
I clap my hands together after finishing my food. Are you going back to work?
君が最後のお客だからね。休憩だよ。
Can I talk to you for a bit? I'm here to see Asuho, but I also have something to discuss with you.
なんだい？
It's regarding Asuho's right ear. The boss sinks himself to the back of his chair.
そうか。麻生から聞いたのか。
It's a hereditary hearing disorder, right?
ああ。医者に聞かされた時は慌てもしたけど、ご覧の通り元気に育ってくれたからね。むしろ偏見の目で見がちな周囲の方を気にしてしまうくらいだよ。
I definitely wouldn't do that.
分かってるよ。
However, Asuho may be very conscious of it, especially if I am the one that knows about it.
先天性の聴覚障害者というのはね、発話障害も伴う場合が多いそうなんだ。だけど、麻生は普通に話すことができた。それどころか、左耳は正常で日常生活を送るには困らなかった。それで安心したのかもしれない。僕はそんな麻生を知っても家庭より仕事を選んだ。以前にも話した通り、保護者の務めを放棄してしまったんだよ。本当なら家で麻生を守るべきだったのにね。
He smiles weakly.
麻生は昔からあんな感じに元気でね。目を離すとすぐにどっかに行ってしまうような子供だったんだ。だから小学生の頃には一歩間違えたら大怪我という事故も起きた。
Oh.
僕は今でも責任を感じている。麻生のそばについてやらずに星ばかり追っていた自分に嫌気がさしてる。天文学とは宇宙を研究する巨大科学だ。莫大な資金をかけるくせに直接僕らの生活には役立ちはしない。僕が目を向けるべきはそんな遠くにある存在ではなく、すぐ近くにある存在だったというわけさ。
He continues to criticize himself.
僕はね、小笠原君、君と麻生がどんな理由で喧嘩したかは知らないけど、これだけは言える。麻生の聴覚障害は今話したように僕と麻生の間に横たわる障害でしかない。君と麻生の障害にはなり得ない。こんな些細な問題を君は気にしないし、麻生だってそれを知ってる。だからこそ麻生は君を好きになった。君が本当に麻生と仲直りしたいのなら、他の原因を考えてみた方がいいんじゃないかな。
The conversation appears to be over as he stands up from his seat.
食べた分はしっかりお代を取るからね。君はもうミルキーウェイのバイトじゃないんだから。
His smile wasn't one of self-derision, but rather one to cheer me on. I head outside and look up at the store. Asuho is in her room upstairs. I send a message from my phone. The Tenkuru has activities today. We are going to take astronomical photos. I head home, hoping that she sees it. Waiting for tonight, waiting for Asuho. Waiting to overcome this obstacle. I receive a reply an hour after the Tenkuru's activities had started.
メールですか？
Yeah,
アスホさんからですか？
seems like it.
遅刻してる言い訳なんじゃないの？
Hisakaki, why are you here?
あなたたちが写真撮るのに人手が欲しいって言って無理やり連れてきたんでしょ？姉さん、どう？
アスホ君は何だって？
I read the message.
ようちゃんが大切にしている場所で待っています。
Excuse me, I've got some urgent business to attend to.
何かあったのかい？
Yeah, but there's no need to worry.
お二人の恋の問題ということですね。はいはい、バカップル。部内恋愛、うざい。
They're saying everything they've got. Well then, I'm off.
アスホさんのためにも帰ってこなくてもよろしいですよ。
こっちも心配いらないから。
勝手にバカップルしてなさい。部内恋愛、かっこ悪い。
I'm going to get payback on you all tenfold once any of you get into a relationship. I leave the rooftop behind me. There are two places which are important to me. One of them is the rooftop, the place where Asuho had first confessed to me and where we had our first time together. Obviously, Asuho wasn't there. I didn't see her for club activities, which means there's only one other possible place. I run up Yume Misaka. Why did Asuho choose that place? Because she wants to talk with me alone? Because she wants to look at the stars? Or does the place have something to do with the rift that has formed between us? I find Asuho as soon as I enter the lookout. Asuho is sitting with her back facing towards me. She didn't bring her telescope. However, her eyes were focused on the night sky. The lonely autumn night sky. Asuho said she liked it. She said she loved the autumn constellations, the stories of love.
エチオピアの王ケフェウスには美しい妻のカシオペアと美しい娘のアンドロメダがいたんだよ。
Asuho stands up after noticing me and starts reciting. The love story of Andromeda.
カシオペアは娘のアンドロメダの美しさが誇らしく、ことあるごとに自慢した。怪人ポセイドンの孫娘であるネレイドより美しいと自慢した。そのせいでポセイドンの怒りを買った。ポセイドンはオオクジラのティアマトを使ってエチオピアに大津波を起こしたの。それを憂いたアンドロメダは自らティアマトの生贄になって怒りを鎮めてもらおうとした。その時にペガサスに乗った英雄ペルセウスがアンドロメダを助けてくれるんだよ。ティアマトをやっつけてアンドロメダを抱いて一緒にお城に戻るんだよ。
And did the two unite?
うん。
The prince on a white horse, huh?
うん。女の子の憧れの的だね。
I'm not so sure about that. And you like it too?
前はそうでもなかった。だけど最近好きになった。ようちゃんと再会できて好きになったんだよ。
Asuho's prince on a white horse. Being that chosen man is a blessing. I can confidently say that my reunion with Asuho was all for the best. Then why?
ようちゃんにとってのアンドロメダ姫は展望台の彼女さんなんだろうけど。
Why is Asuho saying something like this?
私、ようちゃんに言ったよね。この展望台でやった初めての星見は私がもらうって。展望台の彼女さんに負けたくなかったから、そんな風に言ってこの場所を展望台の彼女さんから奪いたかったのかもしれない。
I see now. Asuho was always afraid. Afraid of the girl from the lookout. Finding out about her hearing disorder was merely a trigger. A trigger to set off her fears.
私
That's a
りょ
weird
うちゃんの
trigger.
恋人になってすごく嬉しかったけど、だけど同じくらい不安だった。不安でたまらなかった。私の涙は嬉しいのが半分で怖いのが半分だった。りょうちゃんは絶対展望台の彼女さんを忘れられないと思ってたから。時間が経って風化することはあっても絶対になくならないと思ってたから。私がようちゃんをずっと好きだったように、ようちゃんも展望台の彼女さんがずっと好きだと思うから。
She continues.
ようちゃんはそれでいいんだよ。ようちゃんは悪くない。悪いのは私なんだから。
Asuho, listen to me.
いいんだよ、ようちゃん。
What's alright?
ようちゃんは優しいから。
Asuho doesn't understand.
ようちゃんは展望台の彼女さんが好きじゃないって言ってくれると思うけど、
Asuho, you don't understand. You're not listening to me.
私のことが好きだって私のために言ってくれると思うけど。
My words aren't reaching Asuho's heart. Because you aren't talking. How about talking to her?
今日
Speak up,
りょうちゃ
goddammit.
んをここに呼んだのは訳があるんだ。言わなきゃならないことがあったんだ。私ようちゃんと別れることにする。
Really?
それを言いたかったんだよ。ありがとうようちゃん。思い出をありがとう。
Asuho leaves after saying that. I couldn't chase after her. Why wasn't I able to? If I really don't have any feelings for the girl from the lookout, shouldn't I have chased her down? Damn it. Chasing after her is pointless. I thought there was nothing between us. However, it was there from the very beginning. The girl from the lookout. Is she the reason? Asuho won't believe anything I say, so long as she continues to live inside me. My actions aren't those of a boyfriend, but of a kind-hearted person who pities Asuho. Damn it! I kick the nearby handrail, causing a deafening ring. Along with my burning foot, my head also starts getting hot. As if it's burning. Even bleeding isn't as hot as this. Well, look who's there. Hot, 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 hot! The dragon that I haven't seen in a while circles on top of my head.
何しけた顔してるの？
I haven't heard that voice in a while either. Were you watching, Mare?
うん。
The lolly Grim Reaper whom I wanted to meet has finally shown herself.
りょうくん、何しけた顔してるの？
Mare repeats herself.
おかげで出てきたくないのに出てきちゃったじゃない。
Why did you remain silent? Though we were probably in a situation where a third person wouldn't want to get involved.
もう会わないつもりだったのに。
She suddenly says that. Not see me anymore?
あなたとはお別れってこと。
Why?
お別れしなきゃならないから。
You're moving away?
そんな感じ。
When?
近いうちに。
Can I brush your head as a farewell gift?
撫でたら刺す。
Okay, please do. Mare stares at me in amazement. I'm so glad that I was able to see you tonight. Mare, it's like fate.
キュンってなること言わないで。
Mare! I told her my thoughts. Please sever my nightmare with that scythe of yours.
え、
Reap my nightmare, just like last time. I want you to erase my memories of the girl from the lookout. Mare puts on a puzzled expression.
あんなに嫌がってたのにどうしたの？
Things have changed.
勘違いしてるみたいだけど、私は記憶を狩る死神じゃない。悪夢を狩る死神よ。
If my nightmares are memories of the girl from the lookout, wouldn't that be the same thing?
展望台の彼女って誰だっけ？
My nightmare.
うん、
Please, I want you to reap that nightmare.
いいの。
Yeah.
あなたにとって大切な思い出じゃなかったの。
They were, and they still are. However, I must overcome them if they've become an obstacle to my relationship with Asuho. That's what I've decided.
今日のあなたはダメダメね。
Maybe I am.
それにバカバカ。
I sure am.
後悔は？
If that's what it takes to overcome it, Mare nods.
バカバカなあなたに免じて考え直す間もなくやってあげる。
And true to her word, Mare takes a step closer and takes a horizontal slash. It penetrates my chest and goes through cleanly. There's no time for me to feel scared as it happens in an instant. Like this, my nightmare has been severed. I have forgotten about the girl from the lookout. Wait a minute.
何？
I haven't forgotten. If I had forgotten about the girl from the lookout, I shouldn't be thinking of her in the first place. Mare, please do this seriously.
真面目にやったけど。
Please don't fail.
してないけど。
Well, I didn't expect much from you anyway.
犬の変態くんのくせに生意気。
Getting her angry didn't work.
私は今あなたの悪夢を買った。だけどあなたは展望台の彼女ってこの記憶を忘れなかった。じゃあ答えは一つしかないわ。
That you failed?
そうじゃない。あなたの悪夢はなかったの。狩る前からなかったのよ。手応えもなかったし。
That's exactly why you failed.
カー君。
Hot, 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 hot!
これ以上バカバカなこと言うと帰るからね。
Sorry, so what's the conclusion?
あなたは悪夢を持っていない。だから展望台の彼女はすでにあなたの悪夢じゃなくなっていた。おめでとう、ヨウくん。
I'm sure I have a stupid look on my face right now.
展望台の彼女との思い出はもうあなたにとって悪夢じゃない。その思い出はあなたの糧となった。あなたの力の一部となった。だから大丈夫。あなたの恋は大丈夫。きっとうまくいくから。
I'm at a loss for words. My memories of her have finally died down with the passing of time. I can live without clinging onto her. I'm sure I'm able to.
じゃあね、ヨウくん。
After Mare disappears. Congratulations on moving on. Whether it was Mare or the girl from the lookout, I get a feeling that one of them said that to me.